Alright. Nothing to freak out about. Not yet, anyway. Let's play some dang old video games. Alright. So, mission from, what's his face? Oh, you're right, phreaky. I have to go down to the sewers, find the acid hunters, kill the acid hunters, get him some high voltage power cables. Sounds easy enough anyway. Wonder if everything down in the sewer has stayed dead. You know, the rat hounds come back, siphoners come back. Pretty sure the mutants don't. Then there's also those slug things. Don't know about those ones. Forgot to check my ammo. One Mark IV left. Decent amount of the grenade launcher food. Plenty of Molotovs. Yeah, there they are. It must be nice playing like a agility based build or something that can just dodge everything. Just grab some leather armor that gives you a bunch of nice bonuses and don't give a damn about the damage threshold and resistance. Or maybe I'm wrong. Actually, I think I remember the most effective tactic available is go and get the Rat Hound King done as soon as possible because he actually has a pretty good armor set. Gives a strength bonus, I think. Which reminds me, I still haven't gone and killed him yet. Oh, hello there. Sun Nif. Assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly. And yes, I do consider myself some form of entity. Just like I hope everyone else has the self-respect to be able to also do. Give me a minute and I'll think of more words to spew at you. Alright, so the snails don't come back. Think I have plenty of bottles. Yeah, seems like it. Put the gas mask on. Get some of that tasty sludge. Have a very deep voice. Yeah, it's what you get when you like whiskey. Maybe I like it too much though. It's definitely not the metric fuck ton of weed I've smoked. I'm pretty sure ladder 2 is what gets me to where I want to go. But I'm gonna clear all of them. Oh, right. Forgot that I should probably do this. Turns out, it's kinda dark in there. Quick save it. And kill. Maybe not quite like that. Six health. Nothing hidden in the trash. Don't have to charge it. Alright. One down. Second one. My favorite. Can't use adrenaline. Good thing I've got lots of flashbang. Eleven health. Well, that definitely did not work. Look at him this time. There's one of them. No, there's at least three. Probably more. Four does basically nothing at him. Could stun him with the flashbang, equip some incendiaries, set him all on fire, then just kinda stay in this corner shooting at him repeatedly. Or I could just hit him with the grenade launcher and hope I get a lucky crit. Option 1. Two are on fire. Bottom is not. Right. So two are dead. There's at least one more. Let's go back up. Heal up and go in for round 2. Where is he? No, really. Where'd he go? Still in the first room, is he? Maybe I killed him? Three-eyed skull. Three-eyed human skull. Where is your god now? 3 points. Roller eye. And nothing else down here. Secret stuff. Now for the thing I'm actually looking for. The acid hunters. The man seems to have been caught off guard by your intrusion, and the same applies to his 2 comrades who swiftly pull out their chemical weapons and present them for you to clearly see. Your eyes quickly return to the person in front of you, rugged, filthy, and scar-ridden. While his cocky stare might feel sharper than broken glass, his voice not even close. Rather, it reveals growing uneasiness, despite him trying his best to conceal it. Who the hell are you? And how'd you find this place? Name's Paul. I've been looking for you high and low, Cornell. Hey now, I ain't got nothing to do with that boy's death. If it's revenge they want, they ought to send their assassins to Cortec. I'm not here for that. Ever heard the name Freak? Freak. Purses his lips and frowns. I see. So he's the one who ratted us out. Figures. What's your, business relationship with Freak? He hesitates at first, but then speaks. Did some crunching together. This is his joint. Knowing he's hardcore at keeping himself out of sight, this is where we intended to hide till this thing with the tunnelers blew over, and then head north. Don't think we'll be safe anywhere till then, since they seem to be looking for us as well. Tunnelers, faceless, whatever you want to call them. Rika has some equipment he wants back. Look, We don't care about his junk. Take it. It's all in the room in the back. We took nothing. No dialogue option seems to point to, okay, then I'm just gonna go to the back. Time to settle this thing, I guess. What's it gonna be? I mean, I'm pretty sure I can take him. It's not like they have to die. On the other hand, chemical weapons can be pretty expensive. I'm afraid you guys have to die. See about that, pipe worker. Acid hunters, burn them up. One down. And there's the rest. So damn, that's a lot of damage. Let's see. 292 heat damage. 226 mechanical. On Cornell specifically. The other guy got hit for 403, and that was enough to kill him outright. Thumper Strunk. Severed head of Cornell, one of the acid hunters. Bunch of acid. Fancy belt. Acid pistol. I don't think the acid vials are worth trying to sell. Don't even know who'd be buying those. On the other hand, they don't weigh terribly much. The red head amulet. Orf 1 point. Fire has burnt out. The fire is no longer burnt out. Totally worth carrying that coal around all the way over here for. Alright. Job's done. Just have to go back. Though I do know there's that other guy here in the sewers. We'd go fuck around with him. Not terribly much inventory space. Actually, get rid of the shirts. Still not that much room, but I'm going anyways. Already here after all. Even in the faint light, you are able to clearly make out the grimace of the person standing on the other side of the glass window. Despite being separated by a physical barrier, you feel devoured by his baleful eyes, strangled by his clenching hands, and can almost hear the crackling of your bones between his grinding teeth. His silent, malevolent scrutiny makes you feel more and more uneasy about this predicament. This foul, repulsive creature has you trapped, as you see no obvious way to escape. Luckily, before your mind can conjure up any horrifying way for the dreadful event you find yourself in to unfold, the man speaks. Isn't it my lucky week? You people just keep coming. Yes. Guess it's going to be quite a feast. You'll do just fine. He lets out a sinister laugh. Feast? What are we having? He laughs. You're not the sharpest tool in the box. No. It doesn't matter. I need you for food anyway. I don't care about the rest. I think I'll start with your eyeballs. He laughs. If you don't release me, you'll regret it. I will, I will release some electricity through your body. Shouldn't be happening. Faulty wiring. Stay put. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Could just hack the door open. Then I'd miss the rest of this fun place. Alright. Now, the arch nemesis. Fucking spiders. Two of them. A decent amount of health. One up there. Not on fire. Solve that real quick. Definitely not an ideal position. How to. So much easier when they come to me. Yep, F is one reload away. Preferably a reload of the grenade launcher. Alright. Save that. Check down here first. Notice other traps. No need to rush. Obsidian shard. 1 point. Just need another 16. Get the detector goggles on. Oh, the new DLC for Pacific Drive. I did indeed see it. Forget what the release date for it is, but it kind of interrupted some plans I had where I was thinking of finally getting around to actually finishing the save file I had, but since they're releasing a new DLC and oh, it's supposed to be out this year. Yeah, nah. Definitely gonna be waiting for the DLC to release. And then I'll finish the game. Probably. Actually, now that I think about it, it seemed kind of unclear in the information they gave on if it's gonna be like its own separate kind of content like the expeditions or whatever they were called were, or if it's extra stuff that pops up while you're just playing the game regularly, because if it's a second one I might have to do a new kind of maybe not like a full new run, but just like start a new save file and just get right to the new stuff. Yeah, I kind of understand both sides of vague release dates. Just because if they go like, oh, it'll be out, I don't know, November at this specific day, and then it turns out that, oh, we haven't finished actually bug testing this. Let's just release it anyways. Hate it when that happens. I thought I was throwing a incendiary there. It is kind of weird that they're like, oh, it'll release sometime this year, but there's like not terribly much year left to go. But whatever. It'll only really be done once it's actually done. In other words, like a couple of hot fixes after they actually do release it. A lot of whooshing sounds. Fuck, that's a lot of them. It's a little bit less. feel like I was in the middle of saying something and then I forgot what it was. Not as bad as subscription for Payday 2. Man, remember playing that game when it was new and being like, oh, look at all this cool stuff. And then they just kept releasing stuff over and over and over again. And then it became really expensive. Which is why I basically never bothered to get back into it, because it's like, hey, buy all this DLC or fuck off. It's like 6 of them in there, based off the sounds. Thermobaric grenades are working damn good. Oh, there's at least one more of you. Where you hiding? Maybe not. Oh, wrong again. That did not do much. Much better. Couple of dead guys. With some core city plans. 1 point. Halfway to level 20, I think. Some TNT. Alright, now I remember. This room is just like those hacking things that I could have done earlier. It's if you can't get through the rocks that are over there, you have to deal with this room. But I have a drill. By drill I mean jackhammer. All this fun optional content. Reminds me, isn't there a ladder over here? Oh no, I'm thinking of that other room. It's not a proper map for the sewers. Yeah, no, there's another room that's kinda like this one. That gets you into the back of the warehouse. Funny enough, I'm gonna be skipping that mission since I'm doing the freak quest line. It's a one heavy ass hammer. Another thing I've been thinking of is it's been not quite a year, but nearly a year that Stalker 2's been out. I still haven't gotten around to doing the second playthrough where I side with the military instead. You know, the thing that all normal, well-adjusted people would do. Though, I figure if I'm gonna be doing like a 50-part series like I did the first time around, I'll probably want to get some mods. Or better yet, just play it off stream, find an area where it's like, okay, yeah, the gameplay's actually like pretty good now, and then do a stream or two. Okay, so I have to go kill the very mentally sane man. And I need the good grenades for this. Actually, computer console. APB console. Biocorp Core Electronics. Firmware version 1.23. Searching for newer version. Error 35. No connection. Canceling update. Activate emergency release. It's dying like the beast on my radar. You know, I've seen a couple of screenshots of that, and by that I mean just pictures of some muscle dude with no shirt on, and that's about it. I have not played Dying Light 2. I have played Dying Light 1, but not all the way through, so it just kinda makes me wonder, like, why is there some Resident Evil shit going on? So, consider me curious, but I have no idea what's going on with it. Backup power system, unable to activate. Please contact your power supply administrator. Your ticket has been logged in the system. Bunch of blood going this way. Dead guy. With a bandage and a bear trap. Started the game, got fed up with the melee system and the parkour. Yeah, it's from what I remember, there's not terribly much going on in the first game other than the melee and the parkour, because it's like, yeah, there's guns, but you probably shouldn't use them. Most of the time, anyway. And then also the parkour system just kind of flies out the window because you can just unlock a grappling hook eventually. It's, you know, mechanically interesting, but not very balanced. Oh, and wait, don't I remember that the last boss in that game is literally just a quick-time event? Yeah, some dead guys eating some food. I should go join them. Oh hey, it's the guy. Joke's on you, you failed to stun me. Now you die. Fuck, that's a lot of health. Shit, now what? Resist. Yep, this is gonna suck. How was that? I am feared. Where that was, it's called Chop Chop. Well, joke's on me, I guess. And now I think some more about Dying Light. Reminds me of, shoot, what's that game called? Dead Island. I remember playing that one at my friend's place, cause he bought the game, and he was like, I don't really like it, but you're welcome to play it. So I did. And I played through, I think, first 2 or 3 levels or something. And it's like, the first area you're just like in a tropical area outside a hotel, pick up a katana, slice some zombies, whatever. It's just like some game about slashing zombies in half. Which, whatever, fair enough. But as I kept playing it, the more weird it got. And maybe it's just because I was really sleep deprived at the time, but eventually it was just like, oh, I'm playing a very bad first-person shooter where I'm just shooting zombies. And I completely forget what the hell the reason was for why I was even doing that. And then I never played that game again. And then, yeah, just to continue the story. Dying Light 1, I remember seeing some gameplay for it, noticing, oh, it's the same guys who made Dead Island, except this time the game looks like it's actually fun to play, and to their credit, it actually kind of is. I think the loot system is a little silly, as it's basically just, it's a metal pipe, but this one does acid damage. Then there's the whole modding system and all the crafting and stuff and all that whatever. Yeah, it's just I've noticed there's a lot of zombie games who make guns basically a trap weapon. Like if it's not a Left 4 Dead kind of game where it's just you always have ammo, and if you run out, it's because you fucked up. In nearly all the other zombie games I've played, like, say, Project Zomboid, Dying Light, Dead Island, it's like, yeah, you have a gun, but you're probably better off never actually using it because it just attracts all the zombies in the areas to you, and then it turns into either kill everything if it's even possible, or just run away. And yeah, there's also that, where anything that's actually dangerous, like a boss fight or something, it's gonna take like all your magazines to kill it. And that's assuming you're even allowed to kill it, because usually you aren't. Also, I forgot to save before entering this room again. I ramble too much. Alright, gonna have to use the good shit on this guy. There's the robot. I vaguely remember this guy having a robot, but I don't remember it having any unique sprite. So, man, that's a lot of health. And he took, like, no damage. And I forgot to open the door. Oh, this ain't good. Casey doesn't seem to have a lot of action points. Alright, managed to get him down to half health, and now that guy's running back over towards me. And he's not on fire. Yep. It went about how I expected. Alright, so maybe if I actually want to take him out, high explosives in the Punisher. Kinda want to keep all these grenades on the belt. Actually, get rid of the frags, get some EMPs. Best I can do against what's his face, the guy with the knife, is probably just to keep stunning him while I take out the robot. Right. That one doesn't do anything, that one opens the door. And there only has a bandage. Just wait a second for the traps to reveal. Just a one. Alright, take out the robot. Doesn't feel quite fair. There's the other guy. Stun him again. And I hit myself with it. Not quite enough. Alright, one of two down. And there's two. Let's try to fire. It worked. And out the door he goes. Alright. Should be easy. But I'm not taking chances. I think that'll deal enough damage to kill him. If he doesn't have a health hypo or something on him. Out of combat. Saw him run away. The hell is he not dead? Probably save, just in case. $32 health. 0. Notice a small twitch of an arm that's barely attached to the man lying on the table. Agent Raoul. Or Raul. I don't know. Core-Tech pamphlet. Short document stating the technological achievements, purpose, and general tenets of the Core-Tech organization. 3 points. Bunch of fun stuff. Goggles. Pretty sure they're worse than the ones I have. Food, some brains. Another three-eyed skull. And the psychosomatic predation. A fun name for an ability. And the dehumanizer. Can barely make out the words inscribed on the red blade of this wicked old knife. Homo homini lupus. Heard that's actually a pretty good knife if you build for it. Or am I thinking of the other one with the bio damage? Yeah, I never really do melee builds anyway. Right, open the main gate. Fix a few things up. Get the heck out of here. Which agility do I need for that? And not even close. I think it's down here that's got that other room I was thinking of. But I can't go that way. I think it's tied to one of the oligarch quest lines. Forget which one. Grab some more sludge. Can't clearly see the bottom from up here. Vaguely remember, I think it's if I complete the free quest line, there's like a rope that goes from a layer above here down to here, and then you can keep going down, and there's a boss fight down there. At least I'm pretty sure it's the free quest line that gives you that. Alright, gonna sell some stuff, probably have a quick break, then get on with the second freak mission, the one where we're actually gonna be doing freaking. Which if you don't know what freaking is, something telephones frequencies. That's all you need to know. Wonder if I should fix this up. Probably not. Find someone who wants to buy these before I fix them. Here comes Alphabet. Look at him go. Got plenty more shit to sell. I should probably do a shopping trip. Probably. But before I go do that, I'm gonna take a short break. Be right back. And I'm back. Let's go sell some stuff. Before I get to sipping juice, what do I need to make some more of those thermal bearings? Exogen, got plenty of that. Grenade cases, plenty of those. And magnesium. Which I do not think I have all that much of it. And no wait, I've got 13 of it right here. It's 1 magnesium per 3 grenades. It's probably worth it. Gonna start with Fort Apogee, probably Oculus second, then Junkyard. Mostly because I know Fixer always sells magnesium, and I'm pretty sure he's also one of the few guys who buys chemical pistols. No 3. Don't think that's better than the Thumper. Let's buy it anyways. Suddenly reminded, I haven't used any of this morphine I've got. Feels like half the time if I ever do use morphine, it ends up kicking me in the ass immediately after. Which, if all it's gonna do is let me barely survive a fight and then immediately die afterwards, then what's the point? Guess the point is the damage reduction, but terrible about preemptively using stuff. Fraser welcomes you with a supercilious smile. Corporal. How good of you to show up, and just at the right time. There's a package waiting for you. Produces a medium-sized box with protectorate markings and places it on the counter. It arrived from North Underrail a few hours ago. Now, what could be inside, Corporal? Huh? There's only one way to find out, sir. Open the box. As you open the package, you are surprised to discover that it contains a full chemical assault unit armor set, complete with the instantly recognizable and equally petrifying mask the unit is known for. Beneath all of that, you find a small note that simply reads, "No rest for the wicked." Staff Sergeant Fraser curiously observes you unraveling your unexpected present, and quirks an eyebrow upon seeing what it contains. Oh, I can see you've really earned the sympathies of Captain Mariff. Ah, Corporal. Don't know how you do these things, but I salute you. That armor looks mighty terrifying. I wish I had one in my possession, to be perfectly honest. He smirks. Uh-huh. Anyway, there's something I needed of you, sir. Show me the gear. Half-decent sturdy vest. And a half-decent biohazard vest, too. I know these are basically never worth it, but let's see. 76 to 154. Way less damage. 57 to 85. Also definitely less damage. Conservative medium frequency shield emitter. Capacity of 495. Which is a higher capacity than my current one. 743.85. 767 129. Definitely an upgrade, but it's a pretty expensive one. I think I'll skip it. Already got plenty of hexogen. So another thing I haven't looked at is the store armor sets. As far as damage threshold is concerned, this one's the best. 4726 as opposed to this one's 4927. Much higher armor penalty, but it's got electric resistance. And also blades on the side of it, which do nothing for me. And also it's got a value of like 21k if you round it up. And not spending my money on that. .162 quality rebel. Damn, that'd be a good find if I was running shotguns. I think I've underestimated how much money I've built up. Alright, next up, Oculus. See how good that CAU armor is. Where is it? Oh, right there. Very good against acid, very good against bio. Not fantastic for mechanical, but that's not really the purpose of it. And even then, it does have the 100% increase for resistance and the threshold against bullets and melee attacks. Intimidation, and makes the cook shot better. Should do another war crimes build. Just acid absolutely everywhere. The only part I remember being a hassle is actually getting the components to make a good chemical pistol, but once you make one, just everything melts. Because you've got the option of using acid, fire, or ice. And nothing is resistant to all of those. Oh hey. Don't think I've seen this one before. Launcher grenade strap belt. You can store a lot of grenades for your grenade launcher on this belt, and quickly access them when reloading. 1 utility, 5 intimidation. Grenade launcher reloading AP cost reduced by 50%. Now, this would have been really nice to have like 10 hours ago. Or 20. I've kind of lost track of how long I've been playing. And 15. No napalm for sale. Unfortunate. Alright. Now junkyard. No, he's probably got nothing, but I'm gonna go check the, I forget what these guys are. It's the scrappers and the eagles. Yeah, this side's the scrappers. Do need to get around to finishing the quest line for the eels. Eventually. Oh, he does have magnesium. Suddenly not so sure if I should have bought that grenade belt. Because on the one hand, yeah, it would make the thumper even better if it cost half as much to reload it. On the other hand, losing 50 carry capacity basically means that I'm always going to be overweight. Consequences of liking my loot too much. No, I'd give these bear traps away for free if I could. Instead, they're gonna live on the floor. Another thing I've been thinking of is I've nearly got enough coins to buy 4 armor blades, which the theoretical perfect armor set that I want to make is going to take 4 of them. But I also have to worry about buying all the, what do you call them? Not the workshops, the benches. The one that gives you, it doesn't, I'm not sure if it increases your effective skill level or if it just lowers the requirements. I think it's the first one. But yeah, no, I need to get those once I actually have the house unlocked. I think I'll probably be able to get a pretty good price for him because of the mercantile, but it's still gonna cost money. Just not quite sure how much. So far he's the only one who wants to buy these. He wants to buy 2 of them. So I think I'll scrap the crappy one, repair the other ones. Don't like how that sits so firmly in the green. Whatever. Got just enough second sight to get back. Okay, put some stuff away and go back to Freak. Alright. These frames. What good of a launcher do they make? 103 quality. 82 to 165. Base action point cost of 35. So, less damage, more action points. Now the other one. 115 quality. 70 to 213. So, noticeably lower low end. Very slightly higher high end. Still not worth it. Still these two frames. I think I need a 130 quality one of these. Not sure which. Actually, let me look that up right now, because that's going to be important. If I want to upgrade it, I need mangonel frame, quality 125. Is not what I have. Right. Oh, the thermobarics. Just make a pile of them. Maybe slightly too much. So now I'm out of hexogen. Keep the CAU armor as a trophy. Let's check to see if anyone wants to buy any of the extra stuff. Does want to buy some frames. Alright. Hey there, freak man. Don't waste my time. Giving you a crunch to do. Goes back to his work. Brought those cables you wanted. Ah, there they are. Briefly inspects the wires before laying them down on the floor nearby. Without hesitation, he takes one end of the cables and plugs them into the power grid next to him. What have you done with the acid hunters? No reason to lie. They will no longer bother you, or anyone else, for that matter. Hardcore. Just the way I like it. He smiles. Nobody'll shed a tear for those gizmos. He faces away from you for a moment, and out of his coat produces a strange device. With great speed, he connects several of its components, after which he approaches you. This is what I've had in mind for you. He lifts up the object, pointed at the metal eyes, and watched them squint as they struggle to detect anyone or anything. Whenever the fingertips of his gloves would make contact with the gadget, they'd produce a static sound few could stand idle while listening. This is it. A crunch for a crunch. Now take it. Hands you over the device. Thanks, man. That marks only the beginning of what I've had in mind. Now you'll endure some leg stretching for me, he chuckles. Add to that some potential hot steam, and just as many ear-piercing sounds, he giggles. How does some more crunching sound to you? I'll, hear it out first. Okay, you've been to one of my hideouts. Well, two if you count this one. Now how about we double that? In order to make that the case, in addition to some gizmos along the way, these shelters aren't as accessible as the previous ones. They're locked, and only I know the way in. How hard can it be to unlock a keypad? Well, when you name it like that, it might sound much easier than it actually is. Reaches for his pockets and pulls out a tiny device. It has small buttons and an old-fashioned speaker. You can see his fingers hitting the keys, yet nothing comes out. This is the Orange Box, a play gizmo, the likes of which you won't find anywhere around here. Especially this kind of rigged gig, which now acts as a lockpick tool for a special kind of lock pad that I've also cracked. As the color might already suggest, I'm talking about the emergency phones, specifically those of Upper Underrail. Each and every phone is beyond spoofed. I can use them to control the access to the service rooms, which are usually located in their close proximity. Alright, I'm following. Go on. Listen, you'll be heading to Upper Underrail Metro. 2 emergency phones lead to my hideouts. The first one's located south of the Institute of Chort, and the second one is north of Fort Apogee. Both shacks are relatively compromised, just like the one you've already been to. You may find some gizmos out there. Be on high alert. The Orange Box has 7 buttons, of which 6 are used to input sounds and the last one to repeat the required sequence. The gizmo's primitive. It's got no ability to preview the current inserted sequence in any way, but it will remember it until it reaches its maximum length. At that point, consider the sequence inserted and evaluated. There's a tiny light I've added to the box that displays the current progress. First sequence is red, second's green, and the final one's blue. If all three are matching, the light will become white for a while before it shuts itself off. The box also has a connector suited to fit the ones over at each and every emergency phone in the upper Underrail metro. Once it's connected, in order to unlock the keypad, the user has to match 3 multi-input sequences in a row without a mistake. The length of the sequence may vary and can only be heard, not seen. If a mistake is made at any point, the entire gig goes back to start, which means you'll have to do it all over. If at any point you disconnect the box, once you plug it back in again, the sequence will start over. Every button on the box corresponds to the ones on the phone. Listen to the sounds of each dial option on the emergency phone and remember them well. The sequence can be repeated any amount of times without any risk. The reproduced sound may have some interference due to the imperfect implementation. Don't rely on the rhythm of the sequence. Instead, focus closely on the sounds themselves. That's it for gaining the access to the hideouts. Once there, I'll need to pick me up 2 more gizmos so that I can continue my gig over here. He points at the power grid next to him. First is the high voltage penetrator core, and the second one is a customized remote controller. They should be easy enough to find once you're in. Any questions? That is indeed a mouthful, but I'm good to go. This one is yours now. Gives you the orange box. And now, crunch away, kid. Alright, see you soon. Got the camera jammer. This thingamading. Remote jamming device designed to reduce tracking and reporting speed of security cameras. Definitely more useful on a stealthy character, but can probably still make some use of it. Mildly overloads the camera scanning AI, increasing the effective scanning time by 100%. Increases with hacking skill, which makes the camera slower to find and report intruders. Basically just makes it so that if a camera spots you, it'll take longer to actually notify anyone about it. I also have the orange box. Repurposed musical toy. The device features 7 buttons, each dedicated to a different musical note. Comes with an unusually bulky, short-range connector and a small speaker. I do find it funny I'm wandering around with Cornell's severed head in my backpack. Completely forget who I'm actually supposed to turn that into. Not like Freak gives a damn. Alright, door number 1 is right there. Now, it's been a while since I've done this puzzle. I completely forgot how difficult this is gonna be. Plug in the box. The orange box slowly powers up, indicated by ever-increasing intensity of the white light coming out of its buttons. so it's beeping at me. The device has been successfully connected. Button glows in red color. No wait, no I remember. I should turn down the music for now. Alright. Plug it in. Okay, so I basically have to recreate that sequence of sounds by clicking the buttons. So, red 1, red 2, red 3, green, yellow, and blue. And then the electroshock sound, I think, is just a signal going, yeah, no, you didn't get it right. And then it resets. I forgot it does that. One more time. That was a bad time to mention. I'm terrible at these puzzles and it took me like 4 hours to do it the first time. Know that last one is the yellow. Don't know about the rest. Oh, right. So if I just want to test which button sounds like what, I pick this option down here. Button plays no sound on the yellow one specifically. Same with the blue. The last one's yellow. I think green is the first one. I'll click green. Back to sequence. Shit. What was the second one again? Not quite high pitch, but it's more than the yellow. Or is it? Maybe it's blue? Yeah, let's try it. It is not blue. Disconnect. And try again. Did not mean to click that. Try again. Might be here a while. Actually, gonna be here such a long while. No music. Effects volume up. Actually, no wait. Leave the effects volume as is. Increase master volume. Never noticed the little background sounds it did. Like, other than the solid tones, I mean. Anyway, play the sequence. That last one is two of the earlier ones. Goes low, mid, high, high. Low, high. I think. Oh no, wait. More like mid, low, higher mid, two highs, low, high again. It's not the first button for any of them. I think the second one is. The first one's green. Wait for the noise to stop. Play the sequence. Second one's blue. Alright, so I've got green, blue. Just have to figure out what the third note is because it gets repeated twice. Then it goes back to, I think, green. And then back to whatever the mysterious sound is. One more time. The fifth one is definitely green. Just have to figure out what 3 and 4 and 6 are. I think it's Red Red Hound. It's definitely not red exclamation. Let's see. Damn it. That's not it. Oh, new sequence. What is it? Green, blue, blue. Before last one, I think is yellow. Then the last one is green. It's definitely not option 5. It's either option 1 or 2. Think it's red cross. Then yellow green. Button glows in green color. Right. So I've successfully done a single sequence. See if I can keep it going. So the last 3 are the same. Makes it slightly easier. I think they're all green. They are. Kind of sounds like cross red hound, green, green, green. I think. Or maybe the other way around. Sounds right to me. The button glows in the blue color. Right. 2 sequences successful. Now we just have to not fuck up the last one. Sounded like green, yellow, green, and then 3 red hounds? Alright, actually got it. Buttons on the orange box glow in a dim white color. This lasts for a few seconds before the device turns off. Gun parts. More gun parts. Lockpicked. Or more like locks and requires pick. Contact activated capacitive sheet. Sounds useful. .80 round box mag. Pistol frames. And some cores. I didn't find the thing I was supposed to have in here. Not sure if I'm looking in the wrong spot. Both are in Upper Underrail Metro. And no more details. Oh. Go find another box. Probably not this one. There's the phone that's up here. Remember him saying one's near the Institute, the other one is north of Fort Apogee. Not this one. Game's so eerie when the music's off. Lots of frag mines those guys have. Alright. Second phone. Plug in the device. This time it doesn't let me know what the red hound or the red exclamation sounds like. Pretty sure the first two are green and blue, Or blue and green. Probably. So there's 3 greens in there. 1 blue. Green, blue, yellow. And what's after that? Green, green, something else. It's either red rat hound or red exclamation. Gonna try exclamation. Got it right. Alright, sequence 2. The last 2 are yellows. The last 3 are blue, yellow, yellow. I think it's red rat hound, green, red rat hound, red cross. No, wait. Shit. Play it again. Think I got the first 3 right. Just need to figure out the 4th. Yeah, no, I was wrong earlier. It's not green, yellow, yellow. It's blue, yellow, yellow. Only thing I have to figure out is it red cross or red exclamation? Oh, fuck it. Got it right. Okay, one more. So I think that's yellow, green, yellow, blue, yellow. And some kind of red. Just have to figure the last one. Red Cross. Your buttons on the orange box glow in dim white colors. Alright, getting better and better at this. Airburst scope. Special airburst capable scope that is able to time grenades to explode before surface impact. Don't remember this being so rare, but here it is. Handmade remote controller. Repurposed remote controller, now featuring a set of controls and connectors suitable for many electronic devices. And a laser pistol. So I've got this thing. Did not find the other one. So that first spot I got into, I think, was technically optional. So I have to go find where the other spot is. Somewhere near the Institute. No phones here. Still don't know where that Gatling gun guy went. Oh. Speak of the devil, and he shall reveal himself. Here's one. And there's the rest. Shell shock, Gatler, and Flash. Yeah, didn't even have to buy the belt. Couldn't have gotten it for free. You know, small price of what one flashbang and two thermal barracks. Fancy code. And Glashok 9. An old world 4-barreled rotary machine gun, capable of unleashing a torrent of 9mm rounds. Interestingly, the barrels can be rotated by propelling gas, meaning it doesn't require electric power to operate unlike most contemporary weapons of its type. Although, an external motor can be connected. And go old school with that. Slip a crank right on there. Should probably recycle some stuff. No, that is a pretty heavy gun right there. And yet, someone manages to reach the price threshold of 1 unit of weight is equal to 1,000 units of value. Alright. Still massively overweight, but I don't think I'm gonna be fixing that. Go, back into the last phone. Sorry, I mean, freak into the last phone. Wherever it is. Is it here? No, that's a ladder. Is it here? No, that's a dog. 2 dogs. But there is a phone. Plug in the box. It goes like blue, 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 yellow, red of some type. Can't do the blue or the green. Or the red. First red. How challenging. You know what? Just give me a new sequence. This is somehow worse than the last one. I fucked it up. Drag it. After the sound stops. I think it's rat hound, blue, green, yellow, then 2 of some other type of red. Alright, first one correct. Second one. The last three are yellow, red, yellow. Some type of red. Yeah, red. What about the first ones? Red, red, blue. You know, this VOD's gonna be a real pain in the ass to listen to. I fucked it up. And I'm back at the start anyways. Whatever. What is it? Red, red, blue, blue. Red again. Red again. Right. Green color. Sequence 2. Red, green, blue. Red. Shit. Bark, 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 bark. Not sure if it's red, green, blue, red, green, or if it's blue. Well, we'll do the first three. Play back again. So I think it goes red, blue, other red. What was after that? Back to the first red. Got it right. Last one, theoretically. Yellow. Yellow again. I think that's 2 blues, then a red. No, wait. I know it's 2 yellows, but the last one's green, so the other low-pitched ones have to be blue. Let's play it again. So it's Red Red Hound and Green Shield. Yep. Button on the orange box glows in dim white color. Slowly fades out before the device turns off. In the same time, on your right, in the nearby store, you can hear some noise coming out of the shelves. They're moving around. Oh. Looks like I'm gonna have to kill you guys. Let me just turn the music back on. Put it at 65. Also 65. Maybe 50. Actually, a little bit lower. Alright. Alright. Light enough to get killing. And everyone is now dead. Mission accomplished. Alright. What's in the hidey hole? Here it is. High voltage penetrator core. device capable of producing low to high voltage output consists of many densely stacked voltage coils and a separate power source. And it's heavy. Wonder if I'll be able to carry all this crap back. Empty cigarette pack. Pack of lung cancer cigarettes. On the back of the packaging, there are disturbing images of death and decay of human body. Why someone would package a product in this manner, and more importantly, why someone decided to consume the entire pack, is beyond reason. 2 points. See if I go over the weight limit picking all this stuff back up. No, slow as hell, but I can still move. Plenty of time to sip my drink. Sped this up pretty easily. But that would cost 800 units of value. And I'm basically already here anyway. Might have to lose some weight. People will mistake me for Alphabet. Do want to sell that energy pistol, but might as well fix it up. Get more money. Where's that other thing we picked up? There it is. This one does not weigh anything. Could use a little bit of repairs. Inventory refreshed. No new launcher frames. Disappoint me. Sell all of that. I can waddle a little bit faster. Yeah, while I'm at it, maybe I go and check out Oculus. Always need more napalm. Sure hope the inventory's refreshed by now. Don't think it has. Not seeing any napalm. Guessing it'll be the same story over at Fort Apogee, but I'm gonna go check anyways. And if they haven't refreshed, I'll probably go over to Foundry and Camp Heifer. Probably should have left these steel plates back in Core City, huh? Tronic kits are 1,380 value units. Keep that in mind. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the thing I should have done 5 minutes ago. Yeah, pretty sure this is the same stuff from last time. Grab the hexogen while I'm here. Anything else? Nope, nothing else. I think I still have that acid. No idea who would even want to buy this. Maybe Quentin back in SGS. I know he sells it, but no idea if he wants to buy it. Also got rail crossing I could go and try to sell some stuff to, but it feels like every time I go there I never really sell terribly much. Could just be that selective memory. Man, no one wants to buy my crap. What's up with that? probably just checking the wrong stores, to be honest. Very tempted to sell some of the morphine. But I think I will. Never use this stuff anyway, so what's the point? In holding on to it, that is. Still find it kinda weird that Kevin here is the only guy who sells concussive grenades. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to be able to get the small amount of it every time I come and talk to him. But it's also the kind of thing where it's like, when am I actually gonna use this stuff? Because it has to be on a target that I'd rather stun than just outright deal damage to. There's very few enemies I can think of that I'd want to do that. But I'm gonna keep buying it anyway. Eventually I'll have a pile of it. Should have plenty of time to go visit Camp Half-4 in SGS. The only thing that's up in the air is if I have enough time to go see Blaine, sell and buy stuff, and run all the way back, without having to use a second juice. Odds are he's not gonna have anything, but he might. And there's no way to know without going to go check. Surprisingly, the large waste pack weighs the least. All the others are 0.5 or 0.5. That one's 0.4. Who knows why? The only thing Big Brett ever wants to buy that I actually might have, like plants and stuff, usually aren't worth terribly much, so I don't bother. wondering, says we're one of the only guys who actually regularly buys headgear components. Or no, wait. Psionic components. Nothing I want to sell. Other than the tabby boots. Small pile of credits. Grab the hexogen. And I will go see what Blaine has for sale. Probably not much, but again, never know when he might have like a 140 quality grenade launcher frame or some crazy shit. I think he's got like one of the highest variants in potential quality of items he sells. Doesn't seem to have very much right now. Got a rapid reloader, which I'm sure would make someone else very happy. Not me though. Yep, so much for that. Alright, gonna go back to Core City, stash some stuff, and go tell Freak I got his stuff. Mostly so I can get it out of my inventory. Feeling lazy, I'll take the train. Got quite the collection of steel plates at this point. Anything else to put away? Nothing I can think of, but one thing I'm thinking of is use some more Mark Vs. Turn the rest of the hexogen into some thermobarics. Looks clean enough. Get this turned in. Speak up, and keep it brief. Found the items you've asked for. Alright, time to start the gig. He picks up the components you've provided him with, and walks over to the power grid. Plants the core on the floor, and attaches the remote controller at the designated spot. After that, takes the high voltage power cables and plugs them in both the penetrator's core and the power grid itself. Using his glove, he presses several buttons on the controller, and a tame buzzing sound starts to emit from the core. Let's see. Turns over to his personal computer. The readings are good. Let's see how we can push it even further. Go down to the room below, and then head east. We'll find some boilers there. I'll need to flip the switches on these bad boys. Once you're done, seek their control console, and see how the system handles all that pressure. If an option presents itself to pop the system off, do it. I'll stay here and monitor all the changes. If I recall correctly, there should be around 10 boilers. He gives you a thumbs up. Watch your step. Alright, will do. But that job is gonna have to wait for next time. A whole lot of drink. And also I really need to go have a piss. So we'll be doing that stuff next time around. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna lead us to the cube. So once we get all of that stuff done, we'll be able to go over to the Institute and get the last piece of the super steel refining data. And actually be able to make some. Get the highest quality stuff. Exciting. But anyways, that is gonna be it for this stream. I'd say it was very productive. Hopefully the next one will be too. But anyways, hopefully you liked the stream. See ya.